All right, we're out here at Webe Farmington, getting ready for practice and the team race. Unfortunately, I am teammates with Wyatt, and we're gonna try to go fast.
I want to go fast.
It's gonna be sandy and fast, or at least fast for me. Oscar's ready. Woo! So is 190.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's gonna be fun. Give us a rundown. What's going on here?
Morgan's out, number 1, doing a short lap. We got, what's your new nickname this weekend?
I don't know. What was it? Prime time.
We got Mr. Prime Time up second for our team race going against Oscar. I'm liking our odds.
I like it.
Then I'm going up against a Jolly Green Giant on lap 3. So, right.
Barfy.
Normally he throws up on himself, so I think I like our chances pretty well.
I think we got a chance.
Yeah.
We got a chance at the, what's the medal you get for like 8th or 9th place or 12th?
Yeah.
Blue ribbon? Blue ribbon. We got a chance at the blue ribbon.
Maybe pink streamers for our handlebars.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be so. All right, so real quick before we get to the main race. It was kind of neat. Otto, who's on our team, he is a senior in high school, and his girlfriend Hannah ended up coming to the race. And unbeknownst to her, he had a plan to ask her to prom. And so on the way back from the practice lap, he had a t-shirt on underneath all his gear that said, "Hannah, will you go to prom with me?" And so when he was coming in just before the last turn where not everyone could see, his dad met him, took all his gear off, and he just had the t-shirt on and ended up riding back around the corner up to her. And she said yes. So then they had also made a t-shirt for her to wear that said, "I'm going to prom with Otto." So just kind of a cool thing over the weekend, in addition to all the racing, that it's just neat, the life outside dirt bikes still goes on. And so super cool for them to be able to have that moment and for the rest of us to be a part of it. And really neat that it's all wrapped into a weekend of dirt bike racing. So let's continue on. Here's some footage of my 30 plus C-class race. Super special one, and my first podium. So thanks for watching and enjoy some footage. So where are we going? over till it's over. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I felt really good about that race. It was super fun. This is the first race I've done with the YZ kind of complete, other than little tweaks here and there. You know, honestly, the TBT suspension, huge upgrade. I also recently did a top end, which just, you know, gives me all the compression that I might have been lacking beforehand. The other big things, the HITLIS kit, I can't say enough good things about that. And it is super just linear and usable power. I will say on top of that, a few weeks ago, we went into some pretty gnarly stuff, and I realized I was in a group with some other YZ250s, and I just was struggling in some of the technical, and we all chatted, and I did not have a flywheel weight. And so I put an 11 ounce flywheel weight on there, and you talk about night and day difference. It was made a huge difference in the way that bike rides. So I'm super psyched with it now. Probably just gonna leave it the way it is and race it. So this is my first race on that. We've been working out. Big thanks to my wife, who is a physical therapist and also an athlete. And so she was able to kind of put some workouts together. We watched Supercross and motocross together so she could kind of see what we're up against and put together some workouts for me to go to the gym a few times a week and just really focus on dirt bike riding. So that was super fun. I could feel a huge difference. Went out, raced. If you saw, hopefully I kind of pointed out in the video a couple times, but JJ was on the yellow, the Suzuki, and he was my kind of big competitor out there. And so took off, didn't get the whole shot because technically the whole shot was the beginning of the jump, not the first turn. So I had a guy beat me to the jump, but after we landed, I took off and got ahead of him for the turn. Went back and forth with JJ a couple times, was leading at the end of the race. Unfortunately, the GoPro died, but so JJ and I, we went back and forth, battled a few times. And when I say battled, it wasn't like we were like hard pushing each other. I think we bumped one time, but definitely just like trying to focus on the endurance side of it. And so it was fun going back and forth. I led most of the race, and then at the end, I was just getting tired, making dumb mistakes, and he ended up taking that line. You can see it in the video. There's just a little rock section that you kind of come at real slow, and you make a left-hand turn, and then it's a tree and hard rocks. And that one messed with me all race. I could not get a good line on that. But on that last lap, I watched JJ swing out wide, which was not cutting the track, totally fair, swing out wide, and then I saw him out of the corner of my eye come across, and he was able to just blitz right through those rocks, whereas I got stuck. And gosh, that was frustrating, but it was, props to him for finding a good line. And so then I took off after him, and that whole back section I was feeling really good on, other than my brake was fading every once in a while, and so I kept checking up on my brakes before I'd hit a downhill, and that section has a lot of downhill. So I ended up getting pretty darn close to him again, caught up, and then just those big giant whoops on the top before the finish line did not handle those too well. And so I bobbled through those. I think he was much cleaner through that. And so by the time we got to the finish, I want to say I was 3 or 4 seconds behind him. And so that was super fun. I'm looking forward to just some more races with JJ and the rest of that over 30 crew. I just turned 30 in February, so it is fun being the young guy in the class, whereas I've been in open C for the last couple years, and those young guys are just fast. So super psyched about it, super psyched about having a race where I was able to be aggressive and feel comfortable with it. Big thanks to the guys on the team. We go out and ride together and just give each other tips and tricks. Morgan at Highland Cycles, we go ride with Morgan and Ewan and Thomas, and we just have a blast together. So super excited for this season and hopefully be able to kick out some more videos. So thanks for watching, and if you get a chance, go out and race Webe. If you're over here, or if you're even considering coming over here for some stuff, for some riding, It is such a fun race, such a fun series, and it doesn't matter your skill level. Bring the kids, bring your wife. If you are the wife, bring the husband, whoever wants to do whatever. It's just a really good series for everybody all around. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.